The other day, I was talking to my friends, you guys, and like, why are there no more horror movies anymore?
Yeah,
And
they
here they
stopped.
are.
They stopped making horror movies.
I don't have friends. I have cohorts.
Other than me and Mark.
Well, this one is
Mark?
coming out in January 24th. It's called The Seeding.
I hope it's not a pregnancy horror
SEEDING.
movie. I hope it's not like that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
We'll see.
Is
I
it
know
about
it's directed by
planting
Barney.
trees?
It's about an arborist, and
They don't have enough arborist horror. I think we need more of that.
botany horror. It's a new thing. It's coming.
What's the new botany? What kind of horror is it, botany?
Yeah. But this British director, Barnaby Clay, is the director. It
Right.
stars
British.
Scott Haze and Lyn Sheil. Lyn Sheil
we've
was
seen
in
her.
some good stuff. She was in a
Yeah.
VHS episode,
Mhm.
Girl Gone, something or other. I forgot the name of it, but
Girl Gone, wherever.
no, she was in You're Next, VH1,
Great.
VHS, The House of Cards.
Great.
So She Dies Tomorrow is the one I'm thinking of, which is
Oh, nice.
really an interesting movie.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know much about it, but it's gotten good write-ups, good reviews, and it comes out in January. So let's take a
Ooh.
look at the
Let's take a
trailer.
we watch the
look.
trailer?
Let's
Yeah,
watch a
let's do it.
trailer. I love that.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
And
Hello? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Get me out of here!
Yikes.
Hello? Hello?
Mother said we live in the desert. But out there lives the mirage.
Tell me what's going on.
Here is all sand, stone, body of flesh. No mirage. All very real.
Hey! Hey, yeah!
There's strays.
I'm stuck down here! Do something, please! Pull up! Hey! What are you doing?
What did they do to you?
You live in a hell, woman! Held hostage by children! Help me!
I could take care of you.
I want my life back! Get me out of here! What do they want?
It's creepy.
I can hear you! Let me see your face!
Wow. That was funny. I love that location. That is a really smart way to do isolated horror. Unlike no budget, you just have one location and you just build around it. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really good use of that.
yeah, an interesting idea for isolation horror. Reminds me of the movie about the people that were stuck up on the pyramid in Mexico.
The ruins.
Ooh,
So sort of a nature horror combined with like the sort of Children of the Corn kind of horror combined with isolation horror.
That's right.
Yeah, Hills Have Eyes vibe a little bit, maybe
Eyes,
just in the desert. Yeah, so it just looked really well directed, and it was a creepy trailer. I mean, it's like, and I like that actress. I haven't seen Scott Haze before. At least he doesn't look familiar to me, but she's always good. She brings a certain something to it. So.
Yeah,
and the trailer is nice too, because you know what this movie's about. It makes you go, "Oh, that sounds like an interesting idea. I want to see how this turns out, or what it is." Like, it's kind of like reading the first few pages of a book. It needs to pull you in, or you just don't want to keep reading it. And when you see a trailer, it's almost like you really sort of need to tell me what this movie, if I'm going to like it. You know, do I want to watch it?
Yeah, unlike Godzilla versus or Times Kong, that new one, which made no sense. I have no idea what that's about.
Yeah,
It had, it had IP in it, but yeah. So this, I love the use of a small indie horror that knows where to put its money. I love the idea of the rock climbing thing is a gorgeous, like insane thing I haven't quite seen before. I mean, I've seen, people on the edge of cliffs and stuff, but I love the idea of him trying to climb out of this area and then the threat being above is really nicely done. And also you see it and you're like, that looks like a cool place. And then it becomes very uncool very quickly.
Well, I don't know how this guy ends up there, like he's just dropped there or whatever, but all of a sudden you wake up and then you're in this weird little cabin and it just feels like, you don't want to be there, it just seems like a place I got to get out.
So it's like normally you just walk away, you just keep walking, but this is your trap is like evidently he's trapped down in sort of a hole, and there's no stairway up out of there or tunnels or anything. It's like the Batman. What was the first Christopher Nolan Batman movie, or the third one, where he's trapped down in this cave and people keep trying to climb out and they always fall and die or they can't get out.
Yeah.
He yells, "I want to get back to my life," which is exactly what you would want to do.
They had that great overhead shot, which I wasn't sure what I was looking at first, but it was the house inside that completely enclosed like canyon thing.
Wherever they found that location is pretty cool because that looks like a legitimately real place.
So it says a man finds himself trapped in a desert canyon with a woman living off the grid who is captive to a pack of sadistic boys. So it sounds like maybe he fell in there or he found his way in there and now he's with this sort of not super stable woman who is also being tormented by these assholes who are kind of Deliverance style in a way. People like harassing them. Like, what's their problem?
Desert cult, like the Manson family.
Like, help me. Yeah, don't trust those people.
Don't
trust them. And somewhat believable. You can believe that setup. It's a setup that is like something that could actually really happen to you.
That's why I don't go camping. Like the idea of going out in the middle of nowhere where there's no help anywhere, and then if someone wanted to mess with you, then they could, and you'd have no recourse. They build so many great horror movies out of that concept. Being just tormented by people in the woods who know the woods better than you do, and they're just playing with you like a cat.
The kind of natural horror, like how do you survive, like survival horror and isolation horror. One interesting thing about the location is I think there was a little bit of maybe computer generatedness to the location, but one thing that's cool about filmmaking, the magic of filmmaking, is what you choose to show in your camera view, and how you do that and how the DP has arranged the shots in this to make it appear like that little house is at the bottom of a hole, when in fact, I would guess they probably didn't film it inside a real hole with no escape.
It was probably
just filmed it up against the cliff. And it's like
up against
the actor looking that way and then you cut away to a wall and then you show him looking this way and you cut away to a wall. It's like he's surrounded by walls. And you make magic with how you shoot it.
It's like when I was in Hawaii and I went to where they shot Lost, and it seemed like it's so remote, but it literally was right off a road.
Exactly.
It's like,
just turn the camera away a little bit.
It was not remote at all.
Frame the 7-Eleven out of the shot. You're in the wilderness.
Like craft trucks parked on the road. Everyone's dressing rooms right on the road.
Exactly.
So we have a very nice poster, a very artful, like really nice poster. I love the idea of the skeleton in the ground and a bloom is coming out of it. But I love the retro feel, that inset where it has that kind of 70s look. It's so good.
And that definitely the seating, definitely the font is cool.
Yeah. Almost so I guess Rosemary's Baby vibe to that art too.
Oh yeah, with the horizon line. Yeah. But I think it's interesting the quotes are around the seating. So that seems to be part of the title treatment is the quotes, which is very odd. So maybe that's something that they say in the movie that means something.
Yeah, what does the seating mean? Because you just
is he the seating? Are they going to plant him? I don't know. It doesn't look good.
Or do they want?
What else is it that we were talking about? We did our folk horror episode a while back, which everyone should check out. It's really good. We were talking about how America is actually kind of not old enough to have folk horror, but then you think about, maybe there's some Native American style horror films. I mean, we're thinking like the Manitou or something like that, but this is kind of has a vibe of folk horror to me.
Mm-hmm. It does because they showed a lot of those little like not voodoo dolls, but little iconic, almost dream catchery things.
Yeah.
A lot of like
with the spoons
little weird icons that just feel like
Native American
spells
folklore.
or something. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And just the desert or wherever, I'm assuming this is somewhere, you know, in the Southwest or whatever. I mean, that has that, if you go out to the desert there's a feeling there of being away from people, and also some sort of weird spiritual vibe or something. You just sense it there. So it seems like it captured that.
Yeah,
there's really an edge to it. We're lucky out here in California where we can just take a day trip and go out to Death, you know, like to Joshua Tree or Death Valley or something, and experience that feeling of isolation a little bit without the horror, hopefully. But there's so many just beautiful locations that you can just drive to, and
2 hours away you can be in the middle of nowhere in LA, which is kind of crazy. Yeah,
but I love the beauty that becomes trapped and dangerous. That's a great concept for a film. So looking forward to this one.
Yeah, that's coming out end of January, The Seeding. So as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We
support your indie horror.
Yes, and support your indie horror. It's some of the best movies.
It is.
Okay, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.